According to our next guest, a storm is coming, and it has nothing to do with hurricanes. This is a secular storm of dangerous ideas threatening our future. Take a look.
Christianity in America has been declining for decades, with secularism infiltrating society, even the Christian church to some degree. From threats against religious liberty and redefining marriage and family to attacks on the dignity of human life, today's church is in unprecedented territory. How should Christians respond to this challenge? In a new book, The Gathering Storm, Albert Mohler shares how Christians, equipped with the gospel of Jesus Christ, can meet it head-on with hope, confidence, and steadfast conviction.
Well, Albert Mohler is president of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary. He's author of a book called The Gathering Storm, Secularism, Culture, and the Church. And, Doctor, it's nice to have you with us. Thank you. What do you see in our slide towards secularism?
Well, Mr. Robertson, you've been at this a long time. You've seen the same thing. We see a declining influence and authority of theistic belief in general, even just belief in God as a controlling belief in society. And specifically, we see a decline of any kind of substantial Christianity. So the binding authority of the God of the Bible is simply no longer holding the conscience of this society. And this has been going on intentionally on the part of many, unintentionally on the part of millions. But it's now gone so far that that binding authority is breaking down. We can see it breaking down right now in the cities of America.
What about the whole concept of same-sex marriage? You made a lot of that in your book. You want to talk about that?
Well, yes. You know, it was inconceivable so long as a Christian, or you might even say a natural law, a creation order, understanding of marriage pertained, so long as that's what society was built upon, something like same-sex marriage wasn't imaginable, much less, legal and constitutional according to our Supreme Court's interpretation. But that shift took place in such a short amount of time in American history. The survey researchers tell us that a majority of Americans at one point in the last decade did not support same-sex marriage. 7 years later, majority did. There's no event in human history in which human beings turned on a moral question like that so quickly. And I think that shows it was a hinge on which we can see the secularization of this culture.
Well, what happens if the church, you're representing the Southern Baptists, which is the largest Protestant denomination in America. What if the Christian church falls in line with the prevailing culture? What will happen then?
Well, we're going to find ourselves more and more on the margins of society. We certainly see Orthodox Christianity right now seen as a problem by the cultural elites. What we believe is what they believe they had to overcome in order to liberate humanity. And I think the cost, the social cost that biblical Christians will pay will be higher and higher. But I also think we're going to see increased hostility from the government. I mean, even in the context of COVID-19, and especially in the collision with the newly designed sexual rights and the LGBTQ revolution, we see very real collisions between religious liberty and the new secular sexual liberty.
How do you think Christians should respond?
Well, we respond with confidence in God. After all, we do operate from a theistic worldview. We start with confidence in the God of the Bible, confidence in Christ and in the gospel. More than anything else, we preach the gospel, but we also defend and teach Christian truth. And we bear witness in the culture, in our society, to what is right and what will lead to human flourishing, which will also show the glory of God. So we may be the last people on earth who see it, and we'll be the last people on earth who will contend for it, the glory of God in creation and his purpose for humanity. And of course, the saving message of the gospel has to be our constant.
Well, the concept is there, and as somebody said, I read the back of the book and we win. So, Dr. Mohler, thank you so much. Your new book is called The Gathering Storm, Secularism, Culture, and the Church. It's available wherever books are sold. Thank you very much for being with us.
Pat, thank you for having me. God bless you.
God bless you.